lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. And for the Pacers, Sabonis and Turner up front. Jeremy Lamb out there with Brogdon. And it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. And perhaps the most shocking news of the NBA offseason, Greg, the trade of Paul George. Nobody saw that coming.
Took a ransom of draft picks to get him off the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard recruited him to join him on the Clippers, and Paul obliged by demanding a trade. Came together quickly and caused a major power shift in the West.
Harkless the pass to Zubac. Back to Beverley. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, George from deep bangs home the trifecta.
Well, Paul George does have unlimited range, kind of getting into that mode where one of those guys you have to guard when he gets over half court.
And Turner kicks to Warren. Back to Turner. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Beverley looking around. Passes it to Harkless. George, that's a 2-pointer. That one off the back iron and out.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Lamb, good.
Well, the size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Nate McMillan. He said efficiency is a buzzword around the league, and that's Kawhi Leonard. He doesn't turn it over, doesn't take bad shots. He can give you 30 and never force a thing. Kevin, that doesn't sound like an easy assignment.
Thank you, David.
And that's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lamb passes to Brogdon. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
And here is Warren. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Sabonis kicks to Warren. Pass to Turner. Looking to end the run. Buries the jump shot.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
Clippers leading by 7. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Warren. Leonard, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Sabonis. And Harkless pulls it down.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor. He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Outside, Lamb. Back to Sabonis. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, Sabonis can play there on the block. That's where he did a lot of damage in college, so him working inside, that's a good sign.
Beverley dishes to George. Leonard against Warren. The rebound by Turner.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
And the second free throw, good. Clippers with the ball. They lead by 4. And the pass to George. George double teamed. Passes it to Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. And that one's good, George. George has got 8 points. And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Outside Warren. Leonard with the steal. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down.
And even though he's been nagged by injury for a few years, Brent, Kawhi is still a top two-way threat when he's healthy.
Well, the fact that Kawhi Leonard could move on from San Antonio, get to that Toronto team that needed just an extra push to do something in the Eastern Conference, especially with the absence of LeBron James. Kawhi Leonard absolutely dominated last year's playoffs and took Toronto to a championship. And now, for the first time, he's had the choice to continue his career somewhere. He's going to do that back home in Los Angeles for the Clippers.
And Leonard no good on that one. Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name in the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his second Finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
The shot's good on the assist by George. 9 points for Kawhi Leonard.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Logged in the pass to Sabonis. Warren against Leonard. Back to Sabonis. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks it loose. Leonard with the steal. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Clippers have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Williams has checked in. The free throw off from Harkless.
Tremendous amount of excitement around the Clippers right now, and why not? 2 elite players that can play both sides of the floor. They were already talented and scrappy. You just wonder if this group, with some of the additions and subtractions, can come together in the same way that last year's group showed the type of cohesion that a team that wants to perform at elite levels needs to do.
Now here's Sabonis. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Lamb passes to Sabonis. Over Harkless. And the shot is long.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Brent, over the last few years, the Clippers have had to replace true stars.
Pretty amazing with Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan, and Blake Griffin not being in Clipper uniforms, how the organization has turned it around in such a short span to have the opportunity that it has in front of them now to go further than what those three guys provided for so many years in Los Angeles.
The first one falls. You know, Brent, we talk about how global the game has become. There's so much talent in the NBA that was born outside of this country. And you think about the great coaches, the Hubie Browns over the years that have gone and had these clinics, Jack Ramsey, spreading the word of basketball that developed these young players we're now seeing in the league.
And we can go down the list of guys like Giannis, Joel Embiid, Jokic in Denver, Gobert in Utah, Luka Doncic in Dallas, along with Porzingis for the season. The one thing that's interesting about all those guys, Kevin, the connective tissue to that is they're not only great players, but the construct of the locker room around those guys being great players, it changes the dynamic of some of the conversations that go on in the locker room. Most guys are used to seeing the best player on their team sound like them, be from places that they've been, played in high school All-American tournaments or on collegiate level to get. These guys are coming over from somewhere else, and so it forces a dynamic in the locker room that I think gets really interesting for teams as they move forward.
That's really interesting. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Indiana. 8-point game. Has to be Bitadze. Over Harrell. Here's Leaf. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. Here's Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over McDermott. And it's Leonard missing.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. For Indiana, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
1 shot.
And that one misses. And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren. They've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
That free throw missing.
And last season for the Clippers, it was a collection of smaller guys who played big.
Yeah, but very effective with those kind of lineups with shorter, very effective offensive players out there. And Lou Williams being a catalyst for what they were doing, coming off the bench and providing a spark. You know, in the fourth quarter, there was always an opportunity for the Clippers, if the game was close, to rely on Lou Williams to get the job done.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
Here's Holiday, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Pacers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. You've seen a lot of teams over your time that have been terrific starting a season, then just fall apart second half of the season.
Have you seen it, Kevin, happen with teams that have really good veteran players? I've seen it with young teams.
Yeah, unravel. I mean, it's painful to watch. None come to mind, but I'm sure you could start to find teams that are 10 wins below from one half of the season to the next.
And some of that we know it can happen with injuries to a star player, and you just are dismantled. But a lot of times,
like the Pacers with Oladipo,
yeah,
they were a different team the last quarter of the season.
It's a great call, Kevin. But a lot of times it happens with young teams because if you get off to such a hot start and it's a bit unexpected, there's going to be a lot more attention on you. And you start to feel like, oh, well, we've arrived. This is easy. We've done this for 35, 40 games. No problem. Well, the league figures you out. And a lot of times young teams that have early success are probably the most susceptible to this lemmings kind of falling off the cliff type of deal.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Now here's Harrell. 11 points for him in that last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin, you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
And here's McConnell after Lou Williams was able to get the 3 to go. Now here's McConnell. D right on him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Indiana, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Mann. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for McConnell. He's putting up 6 points a night, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
First one falls for. Both shots good from the stripe. Pacers trail by 8. Holiday, the pass to Bitadze. And here's Holiday. Over Williams. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 6 points.
Ooh, that's a great matchup for him just because of the size difference right there. He makes that mid-range shot at a very high percentage.
Bounce pass from Williams. Leonard kicks to Williams. The pass to Harrell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 6. Williams, that's for 2. Los Angeles with another miss. The Pacers have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Out to the right wing. 1:16 left in the first quarter. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. Here's McConnell. A three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 6. To the paint. The shot by Williams, no good. On offense, here are the Pacers. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Now here's Leonard. 17 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
And here's McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Clippers. The Pacers have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 8 seconds left in the first. Outside Williams. No good on the last second attempt there. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers. Guys?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Indiana. Leaf is out there with McDermott, and it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Leonard after the miss from Doug McDermott. Feeds it to Harrell. Right side Green. Over McDermott. A rebound by Bitadze. Pacers trail by 4. Holiday with it. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's blocked. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company.
Well, this is what gets his teammates going. The veteran Williams shaking and making the defense work.
Now here is Holiday, guarded closely. Williams against Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. And it goes down 2 points. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. They've led by as much as 10. Leonard on the wing. Back to Williams. From deep. The Pacers pull it in. Vitate's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And stolen by Harrell. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Sunday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And the matchup with the Timberwolves. On paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game, what a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off into a spot where you're making the correct reads. It's much like, and you cover a lot of football, where you can talk to quarterbacks about their checkdowns.
Yes.
I think you can teach guys how it is that when they come off a screen, what's going to be available to them, and paint pictures for them so that when they're on the floor, they become second nature in terms of their decision making. That can be huge. And then the second thing is always player development, working on confidence in shooting the basketball. You just want guys to feel like whatever shot they're taking, they've got a great chance of making it.
Here's Brogdon. Paul George making his last shot. Now Brogdon. He's been a go-to guy for them when they've needed offense. He's averaging 19 points a game. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And when he's on the floor, he's very productive. But the one knock on T.J. Warren is that he's prone to missing games.
Never played more than 66 games in his young career, Kevin. So something hopefully he can check off his list this year is work his way into the high 70s and be a consistent performer out there and avoid losses of game.
And the first one at the line is good. You talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
Both free throws good from Warren.
Well, T.J. Warren believes he can score, and he's done it a lot. Every year he ups the ante and wants to add more to his game. Defensively, maybe a little more focused.
Now here's Williams. He's got 8 and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Harrell.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
And the first one drops.
Lou Williams and that wisdom gives a boost to the confidence of the entire team, someone the younger guys look up to.
And both free throws good for Williams. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Here's Brogdon. Outside Warren. Back to Brogdon. Clock at 6. Over Beverly. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 7. The feed now to Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. The Pacers have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Passes to Warren. Tipped away. Turner trying to free himself up. And the shot by Warren, no good. LA's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. George, no good.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Brogdon lays it up off the glass. Brogdon's got 6.
Brogdon's got a strong handle, not a quick dribbler or a shifty dribbler, but a strong handle, and busts in there with a nice move.
Beverly with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And here's George for 3. That one's not going to go. So the Pacers will take it the other way.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Now, here's Warren. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Knicks in New York. Beverly against Brogdon. Beverly dishes to Williams. Over Holiday, and that one goes long. Pacers trail by 7. Outside to Brogdon. Back to Sabonis. Over Beverly. Sabonis with the bucket.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. And they're in the thick of this long road run. That's the 3rd of 7 straight on the road. Brogdon the pass to Holiday. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
And Paul George put his defender in the blender right there. Tough for him to guard that kind of possession.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he makes the first.
2 years ago, Paul George and his curious travels about where he was going to land in terms of free agency made his way back to Oklahoma City. And a lot of people were wondering why he made that choice. Then a year later, at the behest of Kawhi Leonard, a trade goes down where Paul George ends up back in Los Angeles with the Clippers. You talk about a 2-way threat along with Kawhi Leonard. What an unbelievable wing combination the Clippers have with these two.
Now here's Brogdon. 6 points for him. Outside Warren. Pass to Turner. And it's blocked. Beverly for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Beverly's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And with George last year, easily his best season as a pro in every measurable way.
You wonder in the next couple of seasons here, Kevin, if we're going to see the best of Paul George. Again, coming off that gruesome leg injury, him finding his form last year for Oklahoma City. A lot of talk about even Paul George being considered as an MVP candidate, and rightly so. Now back in Los Angeles with Kawhi Leonard. What a terrific duo they have.
Beverly. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trail by 7. Down low. And Turner throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here is George. Last time out, he had 13 points. Here's the teardrop. Over in the corner, Zubats. Over Warren. No good from Zubats.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Over in the corner, Harkless. Pass to Harrell. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
He gets really excited about finishing through contact, Kevin.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. The dish now to Warren.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Montrezl Harrell. He's around 18 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
And Indiana making a change here. McConnell's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Both free throws good from Warren.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Now, here's Beverly. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And a quick look now at the best free throw shooting team. In third, the Pacers.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana, trailing by 5. On the wing, Turner. Outside, Lamb. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Los Angeles has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Mann passes to Green. It's hauled in by Warren. Warren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Turner. And the rejection by Zubac.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Now, here's McConnell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Malcolm Brogdon. 2nd in free throw percentage and such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
And you never see him get nervous when he steps to the line. That's why he's 2nd in the league in free throw percentage.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he can't hit the second. Can't hit that one. Great tee that time from Green. He feeds it to Leonard. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Out to Lamb. Indiana moving the ball around. From deep. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Here's Leonard. A rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 6 rebounds here tonight. 1:29 left to play in the first half. Now the pass to McDermott. And he's good on the 3 ball. McDermott's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Beverly. Here's Leonard. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Count on Kawhi Leonard to work as much as he needs to get to the spots on the floor where he can be successful. He's a good shooter from mid-range.
Now here's Lamb. He had 13 points in the win against New York from 17 feet out. And it's off the back rim. No good. Los Angeles leading by 3. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 and 5 here.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Justin Holiday's checked in for the Pacers. And he makes both free throws.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
24 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's McConnell, and the rejection by Zubac.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Leaf. Pass to McConnell. Here's Bitadze. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates start getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. From the get-go, it was the Clippers who came out strong. Some major league offense and defense in the mix as they raced out to an 11-2 lead. They gave a little of their initial cushion back, but still ended the first quarter with a 7-point lead. It was fairly close throughout the second quarter as well, but they were the better team in the quarter, ending up with a 5-point lead at the break. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, so far they won the battle of assists. They played more patiently and very unselfish in the first half. Good shot selection and nice flow of offense.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell them stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
And it's just about time now for the 3rd quarter to get underway.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
So for the Clippers right now, they've got Ivica Zubac. Harkless is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point guard position.
Paul George showing his offensive confidence right there, just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hands.
Lamb finds Sabonis. Leonard against Warren. Back to Sabonis. Misses the three. Clippers leading by 7.
And you look at per minute production, you can make a strong case
that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
The kick out to Warren. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
Now, here's George after T.J. Warren's miss. Turner with it. He's got 5. He dishes it to Lamb. Back to Turner. Over Beverly. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. That's 7 points for Miles Turner.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And George with the stuff.
PG showing that's a signature dunk from him.
Brogdon the pass to Turner. Outside Warren. Back to Turner. The shot with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Turner's got 9 points.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Brogdon against Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Brogdon, and it's Leonard missing. Pacers trail by 9. Here's Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
Nice move towards the basket there. You gave T.J. Warren a little too much room, and he's going to want to score.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard, buried from 15 feet out. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Pass to Warren. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Brent, as you know, there aren't many players that can set a tone for a team, but Patrick Beverly is one of them.
And Patrick Beverly always embraces that role about setting the tone defensively on an opposing team's point guard, making sure that tonight, if you're going to beat the team that Pat Beverly plays on, you're going to have to go through them.
And that one misses. The Pacers making a change here. Holiday's checked in, and then for Los Angeles, Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. George against Holiday. The kick out to Williams. The pass to Leonard. Stolen by Warren. Passes it to Brogdon. Pass to Sabonis. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 3 assists now in this one. Now Williams. He's got 12. Harkless the pass to Leonard. Outside, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And checking out the numbers for T.J. Warren. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. 7th in three-point field goal percentage. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. Now here's Harrell. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. George, no good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Leonard with the steal. The shot missing. Nice D from Warren. Sabonis, the pass to Brogdon. Back to Sabonis. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Brogdon outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Harrell's got his 5th rebound in this one. George. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Think about Montrezl Harrell and the type of energy and effort that he brought last year to this team to help solidify, I guess, most of the culture piece of what Steve Ballmer wants this franchise to be about. That's playing hard, playing with energy, and having some enthusiasm for the competition. Montrezl Harrell wraps all those things up pretty nicely in the way he plays.
And Montrezl Harrell, Brent, beloved in the locker room.
Well, he's beloved because every night when you go out on the floor with him, you know what you're going to get. A guy who is incredibly competitive, passionate, knows his role, and plays with a physical presence that he doesn't shy away from anybody that's on the floor. That's infectious.
Count that bucket. And that's 21 points for Kawhi Leonard.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Holiday, the pass to Turner. Green against Warren. Back to Turner. They need this. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leader. Number 1, Miles Turner.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Harrell.
The compliment that Harrell gets often is the fact that he's just so tireless a worker, and that energy is something that both coaching staffs and teammates appreciate.
And both free throws good for Harrell. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 17-point game. And the Pacers call time here.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at Los Angeles. 3rd best record here in the early going.
And right now for the Clippers, they haven't needed any time to find their footing this season. The guys gelled right away. The coaching staff has done a terrific job. It's been a dream start to the year for them.
Yeah, it's been nice to see the early puzzle pieces come together, complement one another, and they've really gotten off to a hot start.
Now here's McDermott. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Holiday. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for TJ Leaf. McConnell passes to Bitadze. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Clippers leading by 17. To the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jeremy Lamb.
Yeah, easy call.
And to have someone, Brent, with the size and the strength of Green play with the energy he does, it's a huge boost to any team.
Yeah, lots of talk last year about JaMychal Green really stepping into his own, starting to really own what it is he can do to impact any given game. He's a bit of a journeyman. He's traveled around a little bit between San Antonio and Memphis. But his role with the Clippers last year really put him in a nice spot for him to show off his skill set.
And the first one drops.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And both free throws good for Green. Pacers trail by 19. Outside, Lamb. And the rejection by Harrell. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Set it up, come on, please.
And the Pacers with possession here. Pass to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Trying to get something going. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Holiday's got 9.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Williams. Rebounded by Lamb. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. It's deflected. Now here's McDermott. Defense right on him. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Taking a look here at numbers for Williams. He's been a factor for them over the last month, averaging about 19 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Pacers. Green kicks to Williams. There's the pass to George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
The versatility of Paul George as he's matured and put some more weight on his frame through the years. He's an exceptional two-way player with outstanding length and a tremendous scoring ability.
Good on both. Pacers trail by 18. Outside, Lamb. This is to McDermott. Second chance shot, and it's laid in by Lamb. Lamb's got his 2nd bucket.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Now here's Harrell. Back to Williams. Passes it to George. 6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Harrell. Count it. Harrell's got 4 points this quarter.
When the shot's going up, it's fun to watch the way that Montrezl Harrell will attack a rebound, crucial to this offense and his production.
Now here's Turner. He's got 9. Outside, Lamb. From downtown, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jeremy Lamb.
Again, when you go from second to fourth gear, Paul George puts a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. On the wing, Turner. Over Harrell. The shot by Turner, no good. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 20-7 run. Here's Williams. Outside, George. Back to Williams. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Now let's take a look at Paul George, some stats on him. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 4th in free throw percentage. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he's been deadly from the free throw line. Only a handful of players are shooting a better percentage. Phenomenal asset to have on your team. Here's McConnell. Softly drops in the floater.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. The Clippers 3rd.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
That free throw good from George. And both free throws good for Paul George.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunity.
Now here's McConnell. Pass to Holiday. Over Beverly. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And it's Beverly missing. Pacers trail by 20. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Some changes for Indiana. Sabonis comes in for Doug McDermott. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the 3rd. Brogdon against Beverly. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Sabonis. Fires the 3. They get it back. Turner. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Turner. And here's Beverly. For the three. Doesn't go that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Sabonis and Turner up front. Brogdon out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Holiday in at the small forward. That's the Pacers 5. Here's Harkless. The rebound by Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for Indiana. They trail by 18. Out to Lamb. Indiana moving the ball around. They get a hand on it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lamb, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Clippers leading by 16. And there's the pass to Mann. Here's Zubac. Banked in off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now, here's Sabonis. Passes to Brogdon. And Holiday has it in the corner. No good on the three. L.A. has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Warren's checked in for Indiana. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Los Angeles. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Lou Williams is checked in for Los Angeles. Pacers trail by 18. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Here's Lamb. Back to Brogdon. The 3. Sinks the triple.
Good shooter from behind the arc. Selective when he does it. Love how Brogdon lets that one fly.
Bounce pass from Williams. Leonard draws the double. And again, the Clippers turn it over.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And Indiana making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Pacers trail by 15 to the middle. And there's Brogdon on the assist by Holiday. And that's now 11 points for Malcolm Brogdon. Holiday against Williams. He kicks it to Leonard. Zubac. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 15.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Knocked away and stolen by Williams. And here we go. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Not something we're used to seeing in this offense, but tonight it may be just about give Kawhi the ball and get out of the way.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Holiday attacking. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Brent, we're talking about home court advantage. Do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
Both free throws good from Holiday. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. Pass to Harkless. Kicks to Williams. Back to Harkless. Clock is at 3.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Lamb, he's checked in for Aaron Holiday. And he's good on the second. Pacers trail by 16. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Warren. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Leonard, poked away and out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Lamb. Good D by Williams. Clippers leading by 16. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Well, it's such a challenge trying to alter anything that Lou Williams does just because you're on your heels most of the time.
Now, here's Brogdon, defended by Harkless. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Brogdon against Beverly. And it's Brogdon off the drive. Turner passes to Sabonis. And the rejection by Zubac. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Feeds it to Leonard. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Pacers trail by 20. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Leonard's got the ball.
And the claw at work. Just one reason why he's always a threat to lead the league in steals. Jump starts the fast break there.
And the Pacers call time here. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time. And that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. Can they get it? And the three ball is good.
Well, just working on extending that range, T.J. Warren in the offseason, wanting to be a better three-point shooter. Nice to see him knock one down.
Now here's Williams. Zubac's with it. Pass to Harkless. 5 to shoot. Takes the three. Rebounded by Lamb. Pacers trail by 19. Now Sabonis. Williams comes with a double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here is Los Angeles now. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 22 is their biggest lead. Tries it from 9. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. And now it's 27 points for Kawhi Leonard. Poked loose. Lamb passes to Brogdon. Up top, Sabonis. Defended by Harkless. Here's Warren. Great D that time from Leonard.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Here's Lamb after the made shot from Mo Harkless. Now, here's Sabonis. The dish to Warren. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Leonard. And the shot by Warren, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Harkless with the basket on the assist by Leonard. And that's now 9 points for Harkless. The Pacers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Brogdon outside. Outside Warren. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Here's McConnell. Shot clock at 2. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Clippers leading by 22. Outside Robinson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's tough to get a unified feel on who the league MVP is. Which element, when you're looking at the MVP, matters most to you?
If we talk about that, Kevin, I always think about the MVP ends up being the guy that helps you get 6 to 8 unexpected wins. That's who I look to.
Take a break.
So
Take a break.
In this past season, what it was that Giannis did, not only with Coach Budenholzer coming in to Milwaukee, the stylistic change that they went through, and then the shouldered responsibility of Giannis to be the initiator to that much change in one season. That's why last year I feel like he was the most valuable player in the league. Even though eye-popping numbers were coming out of Houston, again with James Harden, I go back to Giannis and that massive amount of change and him being the guy that shouldered it all.
That's a great answer. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Robinson hits them both. Indiana's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. And here is Brogdon. The pass to Sabonis. He dishes it to Warren. 6 on the shot clock. Turner trying to free himself up. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good.
It's a +5 advantage for the...
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Now, here's Brogdon. And when it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
Now, here's Walton. Pass to Kabengele. He kicks to Robinson. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers. Here's Sumner. Outside Holiday. It's blocked.
You need more of this from Patterson. Such a big frame inside. I like to see it when he's swatting it away.
Walton dishes to Leonard. Good. And it's Walton who picks up the assist. Leonard's got 14 points here in the second half.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here is Holiday. Trying to end the drought. Robinson pulls it in. LA has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Leonard.
And so many times on the defensive end, showed off those quick mitts. Jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. There's the feed to Robinson. The steal. Leonard against Johnson. Outside Holiday. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Bitadze. Outside Holiday. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Paul, I know it's a team game, but it looked like you really wanted to put your fingerprints on this game tonight. What's the mindset there?
I did. I wanted to start, the second half off with a lot of energy. And, I wanted to make it a focus to myself that, I wouldn't let teams, take things away from me. So I just want to step it up and up it up a level.
Really involved in the game tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.